friends, and welcome back. It's Miss Birgit again. And today we are going to be talking about the emotion of feeling conflicted. Now, feeling conflicted is a yellow zone emotion. When we feel conflicted, we oftentimes are experiencing more than one feeling at the same time, and it can be kind of confusing and make it difficult to sort out what exactly are we thinking and feeling, and then what should we do next with those feelings. People oftentimes, instead of saying conflicted, they might say, well, I'm having mixed feelings about something. And that can come up really frequently, especially in social situations. And so the book I'm going to share with you today, I think, is a book that we all can relate to. It's about what it feels like when we are a bystander, when we're watching as other people are being bullied, othered, left out intentionally, how that can make us feel. Oftentimes we might be feeling bad for the other person. We might feel upset or angry. We might get worried that if we say something, that then we'll become the target of that kind of negative talk or negative behavior that's coming from others. We might then feel anxious about that. And afterwards, if we don't do anything at all, we might feel guilty. So having these mixed feelings, feeling conflicted, I think is a really common experience when we see that someone's being mistreated and we're not exactly sure what to do. This book I'm going to share with you today is called Say Something. It's written by Peggy Moss and it's illustrated by Lea Lyon. Say something. And I'd like you to just be with those uncomfortable feelings while you look at the pictures and listen to the words and think about times in which you have been the watcher, the bystander, and you've also been the target, right? And especially when we're the bystander and we're having these conflicted feelings, we're not sure what to do, what helps us sort those things out and figure out what to do next? Okay? Say something. There's a kid in my school who gets picked on all the time. I think he's sad. I think he's sad because he keeps his head down when he walks down the hall. And he hardly ever says hello. I don't pick on him. I feel sorry for him. There's another kid in my school who gets teased. He gets called names. When he's moving through the halls, kids push him and tell him he's slow. I walk on the other side of the hall. I don't say those things. A girl who rides on my bus always sits alone. Sometimes kids throw things at her and call her names. The girls who sit behind her laugh. I don't laugh. I don't say anything. One day, my friends were out, and I had to sit alone in the cafeteria. Some kids came over to me, and they started telling jokes. I laughed until the jokes started to be about me. My face burned. I looked down at the table. I sat on my hands to keep them from moving so much. I tried not to cry, but it was hard not to cry, and when they saw my face getting wet, the kids started laughing. I wished I could stop crying. I wished I could disappear. When the kids left, I looked around the cafeteria. I was surprised to see that the cafeteria was full of students. There were even kids I knew, sitting at the table right next to mine. They were looking at me. I could tell they felt sorry for me. When I went home, I told my big brother. I was mad at the kids at the table next to mine. He shrugged and said, "Well, why? They didn't do anything." "Right," I said. On the bus the next day, I sat next to the girl who always sits alone. She's really funny. And that's the end of my story today. So I hope this starts to get you thinking about this feeling of having mixed feelings, feeling conflicted, especially when we are a bystander, when we witness someone else being mistreated. And because of these mixed feelings, we might at first freeze, not knowing exactly what to do. And sometimes it takes the roles being reversed for us to gain some kind of clarity and realizing how important it is to sort through some of those mixed feelings and take a stand and stand up for everyone, right? With that, I hope you have a great rest of your day. And until next time, take care.